XRP is well positioned for use by the U.S. Federal Reserve as a world reserve currency. But in addition to that, there's this Fed announcement about XRP which could result in a $100 price cap. Welcome to Crypto Live. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our upcoming videos about cryptocurrencies. As a world reserve currency, XRP has the ability to hold significant liquidity that will enable the development and expansion of international trade and investment, as well as all other aspects of global economic activity. And good news to XRP holders, because it looks like the price will continue to rise in the near future. As a matter of fact, some technical analysis now has some foundational support as well, which makes the price of XRP ripe for a significant increase. Moreover, the United States Federal Reserve announced that it was adopting ISO 2002 as its payment format. Furthermore, the federal banks have agreed to implement this format for each and every transaction made via Fedwire Fund Services or FFS. Interestingly, this payment format is already being followed by Ripple, i.e. ISO 2002. So apparently, Ripple already had a head start with this new technology. Additionally, all the federal banks will coordinate their payment systems with ISO 2002. Then at TC68 Financial Services, the ISO Technical Committee made the specification where another message form was presented. And as a way to streamline real-time payments, this payment format may be applied for cross-border transfers as well in order to make them more proficient and convenient. Moreover, this kind of format also strengthens the security of the payment system for the banks and users in order to prevent money laundering activities. In the normal course of events, 3 stages are involved in the coordination and implementation of this format. However, the federal boards wanted this format implemented in 1 day. At present, Fedwire Fund Services will work through the same model as Ripple. With this, the 2 companies will be a formidable player in the payment industry. Further, institutions and individuals who make payments to the FFS in real time will have their payments settled on the FFS. Due to FFS, they can therefore make payments more quickly and efficiently. 1 year prior, on October 1st, Ripple Labs announced that it had integrated the new payment format and was now prepared for 2030 as well. Ashish Birla, who is the Senior Vice President of Product at Ripple Labs, expressed this strong opinion. And now, how is XRP's lawsuit against the SEC going? Additionally, Ripple applies for a protective order to relieve the Secretary of any duty to respond to their request for admission in opposition to the Secretary's appeal for a telephone conference. And on behalf of the defendants, the SEC has claimed that a number of its contracts are investment contracts under the Howey test and has sought money from the defendants for disgorgement as a result. Furthermore, according to Ripple, the plaintiffs' burdensome arguments do not satisfy the legal requirement to obtain a protective order. Lawfully, the defense contends, the amount of requests to concede does not warrant a protective order of any sort. Moreover, Ripple explains that the RFAs are not proportionate with the litigation requirements, but are rather determined by the SEC's own litigation strategy. In addition, Ripple asserts that the SEC's theories drive the 6th set of RFA, so it must not be ignored as unimportant. And then, according to the SEC's argument based on investment contracts, each offer to sell or distribute investment contracts by the defendants from January 2013 through December 2020 constituted an offering to sell or distribute investment contracts. According to Ripple, the SEC's delay in reviewing contracts before accusing them of unlawful behavior also constitutes unlawful conduct. And in the defense's view, the SEC's argument is motivated by the desire to obtain some reimbursement of funds. This is because Ripple argued that the amount rounded up is worth at least $1.38 billion from the profits gained from the very same contracts being fought by the plaintiff. That is why there is no doubt that the SEC is aggressively seeking disgorgement of roughly $1.38 billion in revenue generated by Ripple, yet it claims not to be interested in reading the contracts. Even though numerous invitations have been sent, the SEC hasn't offered one single contract paragraph to show that these are investments under the Howey test. However, it has not ruled out getting support for its claims from such contracts. Further, Ripple wants the U.S. SEC to examine its application for admission because these conditions apply to the defendant's fair notice action. Also, admission requests are a way to ensure that the opposition provides specific facts based on sworn assurances of truthfulness. And in response to the defendant's RFAs, the SEC has requested an injunction that will prevent it from answering them. In response to all 30,000 abusive and oppressive requests made by Ripple, the plaintiff estimates that it would take 473 days to respond. Additionally, defendants claim that a mere fraction of such requests is sufficient to persuade the court not to grant the SEC's motion, which should be denied, and the SEC should be directed to respond within 30 days. As a result of this request, Ripple claims that the issues for the trial will be significantly narrowed. Fundamentally, XRP could find some support in a new partnership with Qatar National Bank and RippleNet, as the pair make use of their on-demand liquidity service so that cross-border payments can be carried out efficiently. Then, through its technology, RippleNet will be able to facilitate remittances globally, and a wide-ranging upgrade to Ripple's XRP ledger technology is currently in the works. Announcing a designing preview, RippleX introduced the concept of federated sidechains for the first time back in June, and the DeFi interoperability and NFT sectors now allow developers to experiment with federated sidechains applications. So, Ripple's XRP could also rise in popularity among users and investors going forward as the technology is expanded into these emerging areas. Further, at the Apex Developer Summit in Tallinn, XRPL presented a prototype of its proof of payment protocol known as XPOP. And through XPOP, Ripple's network will be able to perform transactions even when the network is not connected to the internet. Additionally, the use of a QR code could possibly be used to facilitate instant payments offline. Then I am certain that over the next several years, the adoption and acceptance of digital payments could greatly increase due to this groundbreaking technology. It has been reported that since September 29th, the company transferred 17.5 million XRP to this highly popular global cryptocurrency exchange. Then at this time, further lump of Ripple may move there as well. Additionally, when Ripple reassigned 100 million XRP for that platform on September 29th, it had already made 4 1.5 million XRP transactions and sent 6 2 million XRP lumps, and before September 29th, Ripple sent 3 million coins per day to Huobi. And Ripple Labs has never mentioned the goal of these transfers. As Garlinghouse explained in a tweet a few years earlier, a logical reason is to support XRP's liquidity. In addition, a panel of experts speaking at Token 2049 conference this year said the U.S. is unclear about regulations concerning the crypto industry. Then there are the extremes, such as China's outright ban and El Salvador's acceptance of Bitcoin as legal tender. And finally, there is the U.S. approach of regulating by enforcement, according to Cindy Young, managing director of Ripple's European office. She even added that it was in Singapore and Japan that regulatory issues were best handled, with frameworks created to clarify the regulatory process. Then, Merkle Science's Global Chief Legal Officer, Mary Beth Buchanan, concurs, expressing dissatisfaction over U.S. regulation policy. Having been on a panel in 2014 in New York City, she recalled that nobody could agree on what crypto is, whether it is a property, a revenue stream, or a commodity. She added that the U.S. has come a long way since then, but we still lack clear regulation in comparison to various other countries. In fact, the U.S. government regulations on crypto have been hotly debated throughout the year. Gary Gensler has consistently expressed concerns about the regulatory risks in the crypto industry since he was nominated as the head of the SEC. At present, Bitcoin, along with hundreds of other coins investors exchange for it, are classified as speculative assets, said Gensler. And he added that fraud and manipulation need to be protected with some basic measures. In addition, Gensler argues that decentralized finance tokens could be viewed as unregistered securities, particularly as thousands of them exist. Gensler believes it is highly unlikely that 50 or 100 tokens added by some random platform will have no securities, regardless of the facts and circumstances. Although Gensler's stance on cryptocurrencies has been well established, crypto firms have complained of lack of clarity regarding regulatory frameworks in the U.S. Brian Armstrong, the founder and CEO of Coinbase, took to Twitter to chide the SEC for suing the exchange over its lending program, through which investors were able to earn interest on investment. As he tweeted, they were committed to upholding the law. However, the law is sometimes unclear, so assuming they published guidance, we will do so as well. Thus, it is no wonder that XRP has reached $100 soon with its widespread use and the Fed. That's all for this video about crypto, and thank you for watching. If you would like to receive updates on the crypto market, make sure you click the subscribe and bell button.